Then by the second block of shooting, I was in hair and makeup, and Caitlin showed me my first piece of fan art, and I just started bawling, and the makeup artist was like, "Oh no, stop!" And yeah, it was wild. So the fan art is so amazing. Thank you so much, guys.
Caitlin started sending me all of these things, and she would like send me all this like fan fiction and all these like crazy, but like awesome and like but good stuff, and like it was cool. And then so I think only for the first time today am I really realizing that you're all real people.
This is officially the first first physical gathering of the Carmela sort of fandom
Creampuffs.
in real life.
Thanks, guys.
So
yeah.
thank you for coming.
Yeah, I think it was just a good reminder that that people are such fans of the show and that it really means something to them. And just like you said, it's really easy to kind of forget why we do this and get so caught up in other things and like get frustrated with it. And just to see, like, it was so much fun feeling the energy of everyone freaking out about that finale. Like, I felt like such a fan watching it. I was like, I forgot, like, this is what? Yeah.
One thing to see like the numbers go up, and you see like, okay, I have all these Twitter followers, but it's a completely different thing to actually see their faces and feel their energy, and it's so incredible. And when people have tears in their eyes, or they're nervous to tell me a story of how the show impacted them, I feel the exact same way. There are numerous times where I cannot contain myself, and I am also holding back tears because I have to sit on a stage and answer questions, and I sometimes just go home and sit by myself and kind of decompress and go, oh my gosh. Like,
As women, and one of the most wonderful things that I've seen is the fans developing friendships with each other. And I think that's such an amazing thing that that this show has sparked relationships and friendships with people. I think that's awesome.
a magical thing to actually sit in a room with you. And when I was in New York at the U by K pop-up shop, I had just a really special moment. There were so many parents who were thanking us, and I thought that was really fantastic, just to see how supportive they were of their children, and they were thanking us for providing representation, and they were like, thank you for, like, you know, making my child not feel like they're a freak. And I was like, of course. And it was just so touching that they were there with their kids. And one of my fanboys, who was one of the youngest people in the States to have top surgery, and it was their 15th birthday, and I bawled. Like, I just started crying. Like, I couldn't handle it, and it was amazing. And they're really dear to me. So yeah, it's always fresh, and it's always exciting, and it's always just so overwhelming, and it never gets old every time. So thanks, guys.
I agree that that seeing families come to events is always really important to me, because it's not so much like an enclosed community anymore. It's broadening outside, and seeing parents that are supportive and watching things with their kids is like, it's awesome, really great.
I think that this fandom was just so desperate for representation, and I think that's what makes the show so important to them, and what makes it important to me as well. So I think that they're just really able to identify with the characters, and even identify with us as actors, I think, because we're all pretty open, honest people as well, and we're pretty proud to work on it. That creates such a great fan loyalty. It's just incredible how many stories I hear about how our show helped them come out to their parents, or how it saved their lives. And in many ways, it saved mine too. I mean, just hearing that, it's
been pretty incredible. It's been such a learning experience for me as well. But like Natasha said, some of the best moments are when you hear stories about how the show has really helped people, because that's all I want to accomplish as an actor. I want to, like, put something out there that's going to help people. healing through art. And I was on Toronto Island one day, and a girl came up to me, and I think she was 13 or 14, and she recognized me, and she had like scattered away from her friends, and she's like, I just like none of my friends know that I'm out, and or like I'm not out, and nobody knows, and I just like I'm so thankful to you and your show. Like it really is like I have a community of people that I can talk to online because I can't talk to my friends at school about it. And I think that's the really incredible thing is that there's a community within the fan base as well, where they can share and they can talk to each other and they can open up to each other when they feel like they might not be able to do that with their families.
And I think it's so incredible how so many people are able to connect with people in different states and different countries, and how much this show has really brought people together. I think that's so wonderful and incredible. And yeah, like hearing stories about how people who might not be able to, who aren't comfortable or safe to come out in their own family or home environment, who are able to be themselves within the digital world, I think is so important and incredible, and I'm happy to that I get to partake in that.
I was never really in the fandom, I don't think. I never really got into anything as a kid that had a big fandom, so in a way, yeah, that's true. But in a way, you guys are my first fandom, and you guys are my experience with fandom and that culture and the support that you guys have for each other and for us and for the greater thing, which is queer representation. And so, like, you guys are, I mean, you've definitely inspired me in more ways than one. So thank you.
Yeah, exactly the same. I guess there are some sort of like supernatural things that I enjoy watching, but I was never really part of a fandom or a community like this, so it's such a gift. And I have to say, I think I don't know much about other fandoms, but from what I've heard, like, we're very lucky. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it's
pretty fantastic.
For the most part, it is nothing but support and positivity, and so we're totally spoiled. Like, I'm afraid to, like, if we ever have another fandom, like, I don't know. But yeah, we're just so lucky.
Well, thank you so much for saying all of these lovely, lovely things about us. So nice. Much better than reading mean tweets. Although we don't really get a lot of mean tweets.
Yeah.
We're really lucky. We have the best fandom in the world.
Yeah.
So thank you so much
are amazing.
for being so amazing.
Feel good, and it's nice to have a fandom that it really resonates with. And like, as you said, I'm just so full of awe and gratitude for it, and it's just been like the most incredible thing. I mean, it changed our lives, and it changed my real lives, and like, how amazing is that, and how rare is that? I started acting to tell stories because I wanted to tell stories and I wanted to connect with other human beings, and now I get to do that. And it's all because of you guys, and it's because of you, and it's just been
it's only grown and grown, and it's only become even more positive. So I'm super lucky, and it's really important to me when I have time that I give time back to fans as well. We wouldn't have been able to make this series last for so long, and then we wouldn't have been able to make the film, which was really partially funded by fans, if it weren't for them. So I definitely say that it's only blossomed, and it's so difficult for me to just choose one, because I'm like incredibly lucky that my fan experiences are so positive. It's like 99.9% unbelievably positive. And I like try not to choose favorites as well. I think I don't want to say, because I don't want to make people feel left out. One of my favorites though, and actually it's a little bit weird. One of our fans, who is quite known in the Creampuff community, passed away in December, and she was here at Comic-Con last year, and she was dressed as me. And she gave me a little fang pin, and I got to interact with her because we had some mutual friends quite a bit, and I I still have some of her fan art, and she was such a like vibrant young woman. So yeah, I really hope we dedicate the film to her. I don't know how to make that happen, but I think that would be cool.
I think, it was said best, someone said that this movie is like a love letter to our fans, and that really is what it feels like. I feel like it's just like a giant thank you to you guys for all of your support and dedication and amazing fandom that you guys have been a part of, and we wanted to give something back, and I feel like we really nailed the story and the characters and the relationship, and so excited for you guys to see it.
First of all, we would not be making this film without our fans. Part of our funding actually came from pre-sales of the film, so we are so grateful for all of the support that we have. They were really integral to even campaigning to get a second season and a third season, so we owe so much of what we do to our fans, and it really means a lot to me that I actually get to be part of a project that is creating positive social change. I'm a huge advocate for positive queer representation as a member of the queer community myself, but furthermore, even as just an ally, all of the actors on this show or movie now are just so happy to be doing something that really resonates with young people and is making a difference in the world and in the way that stories are being told. Even just as actors, our fans are really important to us, and we have an opportunity to actually, step up and talk with them and make them feel like they're part of a safe space and a safe community. And one of my favorite parts of this job is when we actually get to interact with them, because if it hadn't been for them tweeting and posting and petitioning, we wouldn't have even had a second season or a third season, let alone a feature film. So they're definitely a huge part of this. And I think in many ways the film is very much a love letter to the fans. How exciting and surprising it was, and how much gratitude I have for our fans. Because without them, our show would not have grown from 1 season to 3 seasons and a movie. So it just meant a lot to me, and it's always been an honor to provide more positive representation for the queer community.
And what it means for me, it would mean a lot to the fans of our show. To be able to have a show about 2 women in love be the center of a fan choice nomination is a pretty astounding thing, and something that I think should be celebrated and recognized, and I'm so glad and so honored to be the face of that, and so hopefully this one goes out to the fans. And also, we have a pretty dedicated, amazing audience, but they're wonderful, and I hope I touched to that in my speech, that, as our industry is changing, we really need to listen to the voice of the audience. I think that's so important, and they're really the ones who are guiding the conversation forward, and we need to listen to them.
So we thought, we got this. But the amount of growing up that we have been able to do in 4 years has been incredible, and I've learned so much more than I ever expected to from all of you and from you, and it's just been such a dream, and it really feels like a lifetime ago.
It's been pretty great to grow alongside this one and alongside all of you and have such an amazing and positive, wonderful fan base to go on this journey with us. It really feels like you guys have been there with us from the start. You have been.
There's so many new faces too, so if you're a baby cream puff, welcome.
I love how detailed the fandom is. It's amazing. You pick up on the most incredible things and you teach you so much.
We're that for other people as well. For our fandom, we're that for our fandom. So I think I understand that. Our fandom has taught me so much about what it means to be intersectional and inclusive, and how important it is, because we are really privileged as Canadians, and I had to check my privilege.